There he is, the MVP, Freddie Freeman. Could not be better in this World Series. 12 RBIs, ties a record. He did it in 5 games. He had a humongous hit here tonight. The Dodgers came back from 5-0 down, and you know what? All that talk of 2020, and they won it in a COVID-shortened season. Kiss it goodbye. The Dodgers are world champs, and they were the best team in the regular season and the best team in the playoffs, and they win it all for the 8th time in their history, and the celebration is on. What an unbelievable Game 5 comeback, down 5-0. They looked lifeless, but they find a way to get it done, and your Los Angeles Dodgers are back on top. Good to see you again here with Derek Jeter, David Ortiz, Alex Rodriguez, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. And, you know, we all thought at one point, like, all right, well, pack our bags, going back to L.A., and we're not, are we?
Unbelievable. I mean, I was making reservations in L.A. for dinner and everything else. It was unbelievable to think. Oh, here's Big Freddie. Here's Big
there
Freddie.
There he is.
Here's Big Freddie.
Here comes Freddie Freeman, the MVP. I know. I'll give you a hug. It's all good. How are you? Freddie Freeman sitting down to join us. Well, I just had the pleasure of talking to Freddie. So why don't you guys have a chance to talk to our MVP here? Family is back.
Oh, man. Well, first of all, what's unbelievable is we had no idea of your status. You had a bum ankle. Yeah. Sometimes you played, then you would take a day off. We were up here wondering what was happening, and all of a sudden, in the World Series, you turn into Big Papi. How'd you do it?
I'm telling you, those days off in between, like I've said, were huge. I felt like in the NLDS and the NLCS, there's a fence, and I was always on the other side of it, trying to get the pain and my ankle swelling on that all down, and I could never just get in front of it. And those few days helped me get on this side of the fence and got me in a great spot where I could work on my swing in those few days, and I found a cue, and it worked.
Freddie, congratulations.
Thank you.
Man, I mean, you have been amazing for the ball club.
Thank you.
And you know how much I really love watching you play. But I want you to explain to people at home, because I've been trying to, but I never get quite there. I want you to try to explain people what it's been on the zone, because every time you step at the plate, bro, it was like something happened before it happened.
Yeah. I wish I could explain the zone. I really do. But you just get into one of those zones where everything seems to slow down just enough. You're swinging at the right pitches. You're taking the balls. Just like before I got that hit, you foul off the pitches that you need to foul off. That's the big thing, is it's buying another pitch. And that changeup I fouled off before I got the hit, that's what it was about. That sometimes is the zone, is to just get another pitch. You foul off the pitcher's pitch. And I was able to take foul off pitches and hit the mistakes this series.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to give you just a little bit of advice. Going into next season, sprain your ankle right before opening day, and then we'll see how the whole season
Derek,
plays out.
It's been a lot to get through. Get ready for these games.
But answer this question.
Do it healthy.
Answer this question for me.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Dodgers over the last few years, always very, very talented. Talk to me about the toughness of this team, because that's why you won. Yeah. You get to this point in the postseason, everyone's talented.
Yeah. I mean, from day one, you could just tell this group was close. Credit to Andrew and Mark Walter and Brandon Gomes, everyone for bringing in the right pieces, because it's a puzzle and you got to put the right ones in. And they did a great job, and we seem to hit every speed bump along the way this course of this year, and we just kept riding right over that speed bump. And I mean, we had the best record in all of baseball in the regular season, and we just carried it right through in this postseason.
Freddie, we're going to let you go enjoy it with your family,
yeah.
But before we do, just want to show you and show the fans at home, you got a chance to hug your dad, and we've talked about it on this show, that bond. What did this moment mean to you?
Everything. Like I said, I'm sure you guys have seen, I'm not sitting here without him. This is his moment. All those batting practice, his arm, see, you can hardly get his right arm up. He has no cartilage left. But it's special, and to be able to share it with him in this setting, it means everything. It does. It really does.
Congratulations,
Thank you, Derek.
Congrats,
Thank you, David.
Unbelievable.
Freddie, go celebrate, my man.
Well
Freddie Freeman, the
bro.
MVP, 2-time World Series champ, and he's going to go enjoy this one as well. He should. And it is party time here in New York for LA. as they win their first World Series since 2020, their first full season World Series since 1988. And we talked about it. We thought this was going back for Game 6. The Yankees got off to a red-hot start. They looked great. Judge with a home run. Chisholm with a home run. It was 3-0 in the first inning. Cole was rocking and rolling. And then came the 5th inning, Derek, which is one of the ugliest innings you'll see in baseball playoff history, where the Yanks just melted down.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever quite seen an inning like this, especially in a World Series or postseason game. Look, the Yankees made some mistakes. You can't make mistakes against a team like the Los Angeles Dodgers. That particular inning, you gave them 6 outs.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, you do have to give it to Garrett Cole. He went out there, he pitched well, he dominated. He was basically out of that inning, and then he didn't cover first base. And then he ended up coming back out. So you give it to him. I think the fans gave him a nice ovation when they came out. They appreciated that he went out there and he battled. But for the Yankees, you just cannot make that many mistakes.
Yeah, Derek, Cole was great, but that's not the story. I mean, this is one of the greatest meltdowns that I've ever seen in 40 years. And it's unfortunate because the Dodgers are the better team, and they probably would have won the championship, but they don't get to celebrate on your home field. They get to celebrate in LA in Game 6. But Kevin, this is who they've been all year. They've been very inconsistent, and that's why from a manager and a front office point of view, when you see problems, you have to nip them in the butt. They've been sloppy all year. They were sloppy against Kansas City, sloppy against Cleveland, but you can't get away with it when you have a much superior team in the LA Dodgers. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, you can ask for no more than what Garrett Cole did. But those 3 errors in that inning are not acceptable. And like you say, especially playing against a great team like the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yep, and they took advantage of it. Freeman, of course, with another big hit. Teoscar Hernandez with a big hit. It was 5-5 before you blinked, and the Dodgers went on to win the World Series. 2024 World Series champions. We're looking live in their clubhouse right now. Sure, Dave Roberts getting set to speak, and when that happens, we'll go and try and listen in and join in on the party. Maybe it's now as we're getting set. Let's listen in.
Mookie, roll! Mookie, roll! Hey, shots! Shots, boys! Mookie, roll! Hey, before we do our toast.
Hey, guys. All the way back. All the way back. All the way back.
Thank you.
Hey! Hey, camera guys, lean back, bro! Over here.
Will.
No more music. Come on, Jeff.
Where's Kike? Where's Kike? Hey, Freddie, let's go.
Hey!
Where's Kike?
Where's Kike? Hey, T, where's your shirt, player?
Can someone go get Kike? Jorge! Kike! Go get Kike, bro. Busca Kike, rapidito. Where's the tequila?
They're making me go around. I'm sorry. I know. Hey, Mickey.
Oh, where's Paul? Where's Paul Hayes? Where's Paul Hayes?
Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Thank you. Let's go forward.
Paul Hayes. Está buscando a Kike. Está buscando a Kike.
Mickey.
You got some airflow? All right, before Mickey starts, I just want to point out Daniel Hudson, Kevin Kiermaier. What a hell of a fucking way to go out, boys. How you hold that? How you hold that? Fucking way to go out.
How you hold that?
Boys, all I can think about is from Arizona to fucking Korea to all the states. We showed the world that we're the best team. But this guy right here said it. a couple months ago when he said, we're not going to win a championship with a fucking talent. We're going to win with a character. And that's what we fucking show the world. This fucking whole playoff. Thank you guys very much for everything. And just to you guys, good work. And we also I need a fucking bottle. Here you go.
Hey, guys, real quick. First off, hey, guys, sit up. Hey, I want you guys all, first off, I want to thank you guys so much for believing in each other. And I'll tell you guys right now, the sacrifice and the commitment that each one of you guys made for yourselves, for your families. Guys, baseball is about teammates and memories. This memory will live forever. We're a party here right now. Congratulations.
Well, the party is on, and the Dodgers, the best team during the regular season, the best team of the postseason, and they could celebrate. As Dave said, this memory is forever. Can't take that away. They are world champions forever. And, you know, I do think, Alex, and they heard it, right? 2020, they win the World Series. They've been in the playoffs every single year since Dave Roberts has been manager. But, you know, people say, well, 2020, you know, it's COVID-shortened year. It was a neutral site. Does that really count type thing, which, of course, is ridiculous. But now that conversation is over. Any conversation about Dave Roberts being a great manager is over. The Dodgers win another one.
They outclass the Yankees in every category: pitching, defense, base running. Fundamentally outmanaged the Yankees. Look, sometimes it happens, but they're just getting started. You got to give Andrew Freeman a lot of credit. I mean, they're just getting started. Don't forget, Shohei Ohtani will be pitching next year. They have the core coming back. They have incredible resources. And on the flip side, you don't know if the Yankees, if Soto's coming back, Gleyber Torres is a free agent, Rizzo's probably not coming back, and their pitching is still a little short.
Absolutely. This is one of those situations where everybody always want to go for the manager's head. But the manager, more likely, all they can do is put a line out there, believe on their players. I know sometimes there's some situation that they have to make a move, but at the end of the day, it's all on the players. And that's what Dave Roberts is all about. We saw that move that he made towards the end of the game on his reliever, going and talk to him and asking where we at. It was like, I got this. Manager that believe on the players, that's how they execute it. Dave Roberts, to me, one of the best managers in the game based on the relationship that he had with his players.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Los Angeles Dodgers came into the postseason with the best record. They were the best team during the regular season. It's not too often that the best team in the regular season ends up winning a championship. It just goes to show you how hard and difficult it is to win a championship, how hot you have to be, and what they displayed is how deep they are, because they didn't just rely on one individual to carry the team. I know we point to Freddie Freeman in the World Series. It was Edman in the NLCS.
Yep.
You know, it's like every day, every series, it's someone new. And when you have a team that's that deep, they're difficult to beat.
You know, They were beatable. Look, the Dodgers, let's not forget, they won in 2020, KB, but then they had 3 back-to-back disappointing postseasons. Andrew Freeman went out and made some incredible moves, addressed his weaknesses against left-handed pitching with both Hernandez's and Edman. And now, I believe, is the best roster maybe that they've ever had. But one word that describes them for me is toughness. Ohtani with the shoulder, Freddie Freeman with the ankle, Treinen and Buehler basically haven't pitched in 2 years, and they closed this game out in a beautiful, tough Dodger way.
Derek, they're down 2-1 in the DS of the Padres. And there's a time when a lot of us are thinking, oh, they're going home tomorrow, right? San Diego looked like the better team up 2-1 in that series. So the word resiliency comes to mind. They had to kind of survive that, win a Game 5, go on the next round. They had all these moments. Obviously, Freddie Freeman in Game 1, the walk-off grand slam. They were about to lose that game, right? And then they're down 5-0 today. And you're thinking, oh, go back to LA. And that's never happened where a team's down 3-0 and forces a Game 6. And they overcame all of it.
They were battle-tested. Look, I think all of us picked San Diego to beat them when they were down 2-1. I think a lot of people outside of Dodger Nation thought they were going to lose, but those guys in the clubhouse felt as though they had the better team. Even when their backs are against the wall, they're very resilient. And so when they get to the next round against the Mets, or they get to this round against the Yankees and they fall behind, they still have that belief that they're going to come back and win. It just goes to show you how far belief can take you. Obviously, you have to be talented, but if you have talent and belief, it's a tough combination.
To be honest with you, without a doubt, there's a reason why the Dodgers are the best team in baseball. You talk about going through San Diego. To be honest with you, I thought to me San Diego was the toughest team to beat, and they got through it. But then you had Shohei Ohtani not killing in the playoff, but showing some leadership. This guy injured his shoulder, and we all know, I mean, Captain, you know, Alex, you know, this guy, he basically teach everybody, listen, October is so important that it doesn't matter if you are missing an arm, you got to be out there trying your best with the present at least. And that's what he did. That's why, to me, this guy gonna be one of the greatest players of all time, not just based on his number, leadership, that comes along with.
Shohei Ohtani, the most famous baseball player, most popular baseball player in the world. 1 for 14. So what? Dodgers win. That's how deep they are, Derek. But they started 1-2. They started 1-2. And they finished 10-3. And tonight, Kevin, they used 8 pitchers in a 9-inning game, most ever for a World Series win. They'll figure it doesn't matter how they'll do it. The Dodgers will beat you.
We all right?
That never happened to me.
Shohei Ohtani won a Japan series. He won the World Baseball Classic. He's won the World Series. Guy's going to win another MVP. He's literally done everything you could do in a baseball career. And by the way, next year he'll pitch for the Dodgers. They didn't even have that available this year. Pretty remarkable, right? I mean, cool to see the star that he is on the biggest stage.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he's signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers. I mean, he wanted this stage. He wanted it in Anaheim for years. Finally got the stage, performed on the biggest stage, and then played through an injury. And like Alex said, next year he's going to come back and he's going to pitch. So this Los Angeles Dodgers team, I think they're only going to get better. How many starters were injured this year? 5, 6 of them that were out for the year, and they're all coming back for the most part. They have a chance to put together a run here. Look, you never want to say you just pencil them in for the World Series, but I think you can basically pencil them in for the postseason for many years to come.
Yeah, if they've basically done that. We saw Andrew Freeman, the president of baseball ops, hugging Ohtani there. And you touched on it, just how deep this team is and how they needed everybody with all the injuries they had. It's amazing. You could put a laundry list of just starting pitching alone and piecing it together. And the deadline moves. Michael Kopech, who was huge out of the bullpen for them in the playoffs. Tommy Edman won the NLCS MVP. It just everybody available. Dave Roberts used, Alex, for the most part, right? I mean, you talk about organizational depth that was on display.
Kevin, the combination of tremendous resources by owner Mark Walters and Todd Bowley, and then the intelligence of Andrew Freeman. Look, they've spent more than anybody. Ohtani, Yamamoto, Freddie, Mookie, but all great contracts, well spent, and tremendous return on their investment. 2 championships in 4 years. The Dodgers are on top of the mountain.
And let's not forget what Dave Roberts said at once. We didn't put this team together to go to the playoffs. We put it together to win a World Series. Hey, Kevin, and by the way, Ohtani had been doing nothing but celebrations. Remember, early in the year, he won the World Classic.
Yep. You see him celebrating, though. His shoulder feels good now.
Hey, he's got the whole offseason to make it feel better. Hey, where's our champagne, by the way? We had a good postseason, too.
I know.
Let's
What's
drink
going
some
on?
champagne,
I
baby.
mean, what do we got to do to
It's coming,
get some
Kevin. It's
champagne?
coming.
I mean, let's Poppy work on that for us.
I got you. I got you.
Hey, KB, I want to address what you said.
At what point? What do we got here? A little mini celebration there. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, so I want to make sure that we lay out okay here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're hearing any more audio. There's just Walker Buehler in the middle of it. Pretty amazing, right? And you think about Buehler, he was so honest and so raw when he was up here the other day when he pitched a great game. And a season that he struggled coming back from his second Tommy John surgery, had a hip injury, had an ERA of about 6 this year, and diminished velocity on his fastball, just trying to find himself in a free agent, right? Didn't get that contract he was hoping for. And then the last 2 starts in the playoffs, his best of the year by far. And then, oh, by the way, Dave Roberts says, I know you pitched 2 days ago, you're going to close it out. I mean, that is as good as it gets. Talking about a guy that just sheer guts, right, Al? I mean, just what he gave to this team in the playoffs, and we'll see what his future holds. But right now, who cares for him? He's a champ again.
Him sitting down here, you can tell with us a few days ago how poised, how much he loves the big stage. He actually likes the cold weather, but he looked like the old Walker Buehler. But I want to address, KB, what you said earlier. In 2020, a lot of people said, oh, it was a cheap championship, there's an asterisk behind it, all that nonsense. Well, this year, they went through the Padres, powerhouse, the New York Mets, powerhouse, and the New York Yankees. So there is nothing cheap. They've shut all the naysayers. This is as good and fulfilling of a championship as the LA Dodgers are going to get.
Walker Buehler allowed in his career 1 run in 19 World Series innings. Wow, that's good.
Oh, yeah, unbelievable. I mean, it's David, you're the one that mentioned it before. When you get to these games, everyone puts your spikes on. You never know who's going to come out of that bullpen to pitch, and everyone's in play. And what Walker Buehler, I mean, the story going into this series, and I'm interested to ask Doc this question, but the story going into the series was how the Yankees had a better starting rotation. But look at what the starters for the Los Angeles Dodgers did.
Yeah, they were amazing in this series. It was a big story, obviously. And we're going to get the manager, Dave Roberts, on over here.
Thanks, Paulie.
So we'll get Dave on over here to get some space for him. Come on in, World Series champion Dave Roberts.
Congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
This is some high-rent suits right here. I can't afford suits like this. I just want to shake you guys.
It smells like a champion, though. It smells
You guys know what
good.
this smells like.
It's worth it.
I'm around 3 champions. They know what this smells
And
like.
you can buy us new suits after you get that extension.
Yeah,
That's right.
you know, that's true. That's true. I can buy new suits. Woo!
Dave, it was fun talking to you up there, but the most gratifying about this whole thing, I mean, you deserve it, first of all.
You know what, KB? Thank you. And it is the most gratifying. And I think that when I'm boots on the ground and you see from spring training to going to Korea, everything we had to go through and the sacrifice that players made for themselves, the families, to ultimately be one of one, the last team standing. And even tonight, Garrett's spitting out a really good one. We're down 5-0. We lose our starter after 1+. And guys just kept fighting back. We certainly got a little bit of help, but we took advantage of it. And
you know, Walker Buehler sent me a text earlier today saying, hey, I'll be available. He sent us and the GM a text, and I just kind of patted him on the head, said, no thanks. But then in the 7th inning, he's on his gets his jacket and says, hey, I'll be there if you need me. And sure enough, we needed him.
Wow.
Congratulations, my brother. I can be happier. You say something before that stayed with me into this moment. You say this ball club is not made for the playoff only. We made to win a World Series. Mission complete, brother. How does it feel?
It feels great, and I think that I'm proud of the fact that we got more out of our players. Certainly, we got a lot of talent, went through a lot of stuff, but I just saw a different gear in our guys, a fight. And it didn't matter circumstances, who was taking the baseball, who was taking it at bat, the score didn't matter. There was fight, and so that's something that I wanted to pull from our guys, and they performed.
Yeah, you talk about the toughness of the team. You know, you guys are talented every year. Yep. You'll continue to be talented, but it's not always talent that gets you to this point. It's how tough and resilient each team is. Coming into the series, the big difference in what people assumed was Yankee starting rotation versus your rotation. Talk about your starters accepting the challenge, and then ironically, one of your starters closed it for the World Series win.
You know what? It's what it was. You know, there was kind of, you don't hear the Dodgers or the Yankees very much being underdogs, but we just kind of played that role. It just seemed like everyone didn't have us picked, you know, even to get out of the DS. So we kind of took that to ourselves. And yeah, we heard a lot about the Yankee starters. And I think the thing is that I'm proud of our guys in the sense that it doesn't matter if you go 3 times through the order, whatever, just give us what you got. And we're going to pick up the pieces, and that's a credit to those guys. That's the buy-in that they have, and however you get 27 outs, you score more runs out of the team, that's all that matters, and there's a lot of checking egos with our guys.
Dave, first of all, congrats. What an amazing, amazing year. I mean, 2 championships in 4 years. There was a lot of naysayers around 2000. Well, this one you went through Padres.
What are they going to say now,
Exactly.
Alex?
The Padres, the Mets, and the Yankees. My question to you, and we've been singing your praise all year because we think your job is one of the hardest ones, just like Aaron Boone, right? Same thing. My question to you is, one of my favorite moments is a little old school. You went to the mound, you looked at Trinan right in the eyes, and you said, tell me what you got. Tell me about that conversation and what a great move that was for you.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I did, Alex. You know, he's our guy. I extended him. This is kind of, we had to lay it all out on the line tonight. We had no one left, you know, outside of a starting pitcher. So for me, right there in that moment, I wanted to get his pulse. Things are speeding up a little bit. I wanted to slow the game down. As you said, I wanted to look into his eyes. I wanted to hear him tell me that he's got enough to get Stanton and Rizzo.
What did you ask him?
I just said, how you feeling? You got enough? And he said, I want this guy. And so gets the pop-up, finishes the inning with the big punch, and the rest is history.
Unbelievable, baby.
Brother, you just won the World Series. I had to show some love.
Oh!
My dog!
Now,
yeah,
how many people get
my dog?
2
That's
My
right.
Dog shirts in one postseason?
Nobody.
2 World Series, homie.
2 car washes for you this offseason. There you go. 1 and 2.
There goes the haters.
Captain has one.
I got one more question for you. Since you were on the side of coming back from a 3-0 deficit and winning a series, did it creep into your mind over there tonight? Now you can admit it. Tonight, when it was 5-0 early on.
So the guy sitting next to me right now, after we were getting routed in 2004, I saw Alex jumping up, having a good time. We were getting our butts kicked. I was like, we better not do that. We cannot let up. Yes, not that you guys did. We had to come back and fight, and thank goodness this guy to my left got some huge hits, but I just wanted to make sure we didn't let off the gas.
I got you back, dog. I got you back, dog.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I got you back, dog. Go and celebrate now. Go and celebrate.
Thank you guys so much.
Go
Thank
enjoy
you,
it.
Derek. Thank you, David.
World champion, and more
so much.
importantly, 2-time My Dog shirt winner. That's
most important.
Oh, Dave Roberts, world title #2 as manager of the Dodgers. What a run for Dave in LA, and man, oh man, just so well deserved for Dave Roberts. He's going to go enjoy it now after tasting more of that champagne. I'll tell you what, he's going to open the Brunello and the Bordeaux tonight too. That's for sure, and he deserves it. I think we're going to get Mookie Betts here soon. You know what? We were watching that moment about when Dave went out and asked Blake Trinan, and we were all watching like, boy, how much does he have left? He's thrown so many pitches, and you know he's worked every game in this series.
Oh boy,
pretty cool for
My
Dave
dog.
to stay with him, and it worked. Uh-oh. Here's Mookie Betts.
Oh, that's a cocktail.
We've advanced a cocktail.
Gee, we need a cocktail. That's beautiful.
I know, man.
That's
Let's
it.
all celebrate.
We got to go to Billy's after.
We're gonna.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think.
Can't wait.
I think Billy's gonna be empty over there. Oh, it's so awesome.
That's right. Come on, sit down. Come and talk to Poppy.
There we go. Congrats all around. Congratulations. Ow.
Hey, how are you, huh? Yes, congrats.
Come on, dog. The whole family, sit down.
Come on here. Family affair.
Boo.
Congrats.
Oh, I love it.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Celebration.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
World Championship,
Mookie
dog.
Betts.
Woo, woo.
I had to make sure I come see my boys.
You did
That's
it,
right.
man. You did it.
Yeah, we did. That was a group effort for sure.
Brother,
That was unbelievable, man.
my goodness, man. Congratulations once again, kid.
Thank you, sir.
Man.
That was
Wow.
wild. That was wild.
How does he feel, man? What is your head at right now?
Man, that was a lot of emotions and being down 5 early, and they came out swinging. And as you knew they would, and Kike said it in the second inning, we had a lot of ball to play. Well, all we had to do was score one, and then we go from there, and we were able to score one. I mean, I know there was they kind of helped us out a little bit, but hey, you get it. You got to do what you got to do, and at that point, we were just kept applying pressure.
You scored 1. They scored 4 for you.
Yeah, right.
But my question, Mookie, you're the only active player with 3 World Series title. I mean, what does this one mean to you compared to some of the others?
I mean, obviously, you know, all of them are special, but this one, the group of guys in here, I remember in San Diego, and I was just grinding, and literally nobody turned their back on me. They all were in there cheering me on in the cage while I was just hitting, telling me I'm good. I mean, I was taking live BP.
I remember.
And all of my teammates were there. All of them were there watching me. And so that's why it's just so special, man. I love each and every one of those guys in there. I just love being a Dodger, really.
Well, you know, every time you win a championship, like I said, this is your 3rd one. There's usually a point in the season where you say, you know what, this may be a special group, because all the teams you play on are talented. But there's usually a point where you say, this group could be different. When was that? Early in the season, middle of the season? When was it?
I want to say it was kind of late. We went through so many injuries, and it wasn't that we didn't think we could do it, but I think we were kind of looking at the mountain that we had to climb, and especially when I think Glass got hurt like the last month of the season, and Doc had a meeting in there, and he was like, hey, it is what it is. I believe in each and every one of the guys that we have in here going forward. And I think that was really a turning point. That's when we really came together. Each other is all we really had at that point, and I'm just glad we did it.
I got 2 questions in one for you. First of all, if you ever get tired of winning?
No, never.
Never, right?
Well, that's the reason why we play.
Okay, now you got to answer for me. That ball that the fans yesterday tried to rub out of your glove. Yeah. What's going on? What went through your head, man?
That was wild, man. That was really wild. I've never experienced anything like that. I was telling my wife, that was like the 2nd time in my life I've ever wanted to fight someone. But I get it, man. I get it. You know, I don't know if he was trying to get the ball. I don't know what he was really trying to do. But he had to do what he had to do, you know, and it is what it is.
You're too nice. Because you're too nice, and I'm proud of you. You get another one, dog.
I get another one, baby.
It's a championship, my dog, man. 3 World Series, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Give me a whoa.
Mookie Betts, 3-time World Series champ and champions this year with the Dodgers. Mookie, you're the best, man.
Yes,
enjoy.
sir.
Go
Thank
enjoy
you,
with
guys.
your family.
Thank you, guys.
Go get him.
Mookie, he's practically part of the show. You know, Mookie's on with us all the time, and Alex, you said it, the only active player, 3 World Series championships under his belt.
And he is still a baby.
And by the way, I never saw anyone run so fast on that ball that he hit off Cole in that 5th inning, getting down to first base and obviously setting up for the big inning when they came back. And now Mookie can go and enjoy. He was talking about that slump earlier in the postseason when they were down to San Diego. Well, guess what? It's all gone now.
Wow, I love that 6-pack.
Clayton Kershaw He is feeling good. First World Series championship in a full season since '88. Celebrate. Dodgers, the best team in the regular season and proving the best team in the postseason as they win their 8th World Series title. There you go on rankings where they stand. Number 8 for them, which ties the Giants. And welcome and congrats to the Dodgers back here in the Bronx. And the celebration continues a little bit on the field with the family, some still inside in the clubhouse. And we say welcome back as we're down the left field line. Good to see you and glad you've been with us all postseason long. Jonathan Kaplan, our outstanding producer, Bardia Charest, our coordinating producer, and our whole host of others. Now the Yankees side of things, right? Down 3-0 in this series. They come to life last night. Take game 4. They're up 5-0 and cruising in game 5 until the meltdown in the 5th inning. Tough one to swallow, no doubt. Let's go to Tom Verducci, who's with Yankees manager Aaron Boone.
Thanks, Kevin. Aaron Boone, you've spoken often and eloquently about how close-knit this team is. How difficult was it for you to say goodbye to this unit, and what message do you want to leave them with?
It's the closest team I've ever been around. You know, I had the good fortune to play a long time, be a part of a lot of important teams. I can't even put into words what it means to go to battle with these guys every day. So tonight is always the worst ending when you're not the last guy standing, and it stings. It doesn't just sting today, it stings forever. But I'm so proud to go to battle with these guys every single day, and they lay it on the line and do it for each other. And that's what you always strive to be a part of. And we fell short, but I'm so proud of that group.
Aaron, your team had a 5-run lead in the 5th, a 1-run lead in the 8th. Things kind of went bump in the night. Where did this one get away from you?
Yeah, we just had a bad inning. You know, Garrett was amazing. Kept picking us up. You know, obviously a few mistakes really cost us in that inning. It happens, and that hurts. But that's also baseball, and you know, it just makes the sting a little bit more. But that's also part of being in the arena and part of doing it on the biggest stage at this level is you're playing for so much. So, you know, it hurts when it doesn't happen.
You represented the game well and gave us a thrilling World Series. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Back to you, KB.
Tom, thanks. Well done with that interview, and Aaron Boone class to do that. Those are never easy after a heartbreak like that. Yankees are going to be different next year. All right, here's the free agents. Juan Soto, we know he's going to get a lot of money, and there are feelings that he might not be back here. Gleyber Torres is a free agent. Alex Verdugo, they're going to look a little different. We know they're going to have some of their mainstays like Cole and Judge and guys like that. But it's definitely going to be different. We'll see if it's for the better or for the worse. And look, you know, Yankees obviously had a great year. You get here, it's always a great year. We wondered in the 8th inning when they had that lead, you know, they bring in Tommy Kahnle, and with that rule that you have to face 3 batters, it killed him. He didn't have it today. He loaded the bases, and they bring Luke Weaver on in a spot where he did a great job, but, you know, kind of that's where the barrier started to break. I wonder about that move and not to bring Weaver in earlier.
Yeah, it was confusing. I mean, I think they caught a break in game 4 with the Gleyber Torres home run, allowed Boone to pull Weaver and have him available for this situation. But, you know, it's always tough to bring in your best reliever with the bases loaded and no outs. My whole thing is, if you're going to bring him in that situation, why not start him? And I also think he did not use, you know, Tim Hill enough. I mean, Tim Hill is a tough guy to get elevated for home runs. He's going to keep the ball. He's not going to walk you, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark. Just a terrible way for the Yankees to move forward. Look, the Dodgers only had 8 total bases today. The Yankees had 19, and they're in the losing end.
Yeah, well, look, first of all, let me give it to Aaron Boone. Those interviews are very difficult to do. I mean, we've all been on the losing side, you know, and it's a crushing blow, and especially when you make it to the World Series and you have to stand outside of your locker room and give an interview like that. Look, Yankees had a chance to win this game. They should have won this game and moved on to Game 6 in L.A. You give it to the Dodgers for coming back. We can sit here and we can question some of the decisions all we want. I think, yeah, looking back, you say maybe they should have done something differently. But Canely hadn't given up a run, I believe, the entire postseason. So he's been doing his job. It just didn't happen today. You feel bad for him. The Yankees were the best team in the American League this year.
Yeah.
They were the best team in the American League. But the Dodgers were a lot better because they played cleaner baseball. They pitched better. They played better defense. They ran the bases better. They didn't make mistakes. When you make mistakes like the Yankees did, they're going to capitalize on it. That's the reason why the Dodgers won this game tonight and won the World Series.
The Yankees did tonight what we were expecting them to do during the whole series. They scored first. Garrett Cole pitched. Unbelievable. But the one thing that they forgot is you can be making those mistakes against the best team in baseball. They take advantage of it. We have seen that so many times.
Yeah.
You have seen it. You play for a long time. You have seen it. You play for a long time. I mean, you cannot execute that way against a ball club like that because they will make you pay. And that was the difference tonight in the game.
It was honestly stunning watching that 5th inning because it was 2 hours, a big mental error. And then we're all watching it together like, is this really happening? Ali, take us through it.
Yeah, look, I mean, this is a knuckleball, right? And it's a play, obviously, Judge should make, but it is knuckling. Okay, so that's one mistake. Okay, that you can get over that. And then Volpe, gee, we've had this play many times. There's something you talk before the play. Hey, if it hit to my right, I'm coming to you.
Yep.
Right? And, he kind of just, you see it. He didn't have a good grip on it. And October makes you simple plays be more difficult. This is obviously on Garrett Cole, right? And the reason Rizzo stays back on that has English on it. So you have to stay with it. You see that ball always coming back to his glove side. Very difficult play for Rizzo, even for a platinum glove winner. So that's on Garrett Cole, not on Rizzo. Not a routine play there.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. That ground ball to Rizzo right there had Bill Buckner written all over it.
Yeah.
So I think what happened was Garrett assumed that he was going to catch and just tag first base on his own. But, as an infielder, you have to make sure you read the hop and allow the first hop on the dirt to see which direction it's going. So that was a mental mistake because you should be covering first base regardless. But once again, it's the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's the best team in baseball the entire season. 6 outs in 1 inning.
Yeah.
It's not surprising they scored 5 runs.
I think all series, I can't even remember the Dodgers making a mistake on the bases, defensively. I think if you didn't look at the scoreboard or the box score or talk about who's hitting, who's not hitting, just playing clean baseball, it was no contest.
Fundamentals.
No contest.
Fundamentals. You win with fundamentals.
Yeah.
I think, of course, the regular season, home runs, RBIs, that's what you see on the highlight reel every single day. That's all you see. Fundamentals is what beats or helps you win in October because it's not all going to be home runs. It's the little things that win championships and lose championships.
Derek, and you know this, it's magnified here in October in the brightest lights in New York City in Yankee Stadium, but they've done this all year long. They have the 3rd most errors in baseball. They are the worst base running team in baseball. And tonight, you had 5 mistakes. Judge error, Volpe throw, Cole not covering first, catcher interference, and then a balk. You're not going to beat the LA Dodgers. And by the way, if you zoom out, they threw 2 games away, 1 and 5. We should be going to LA with the Yankees up 3-2.
Yep. And how about Dave Roberts on this list, right? We talked to Joe Torre on our pregame show, 50-plus playoff wins, multiple titles. Well, it's not a long list. Joe Torre, Tony La Russa, Bruce Bochy, and Dave Roberts.
Yeah, looks good.
There you go, a little pizza.
That's the captain pizza right there.
It is the captain. Alex Vesia, get a little pizza, a little champagne. And a celebration in the Bronx. And we come on down. Dave Roberts, that's pretty prestigious company for Dave Roberts. We're talking about the feel around this team and the feel around Dave when they're down 2-1 against the Padres in the first round. And, Dave Roberts, he's got to push the right buttons. They're going to get fired if they don't win. Well, now you're talking about Dave Roberts as a Hall of Fame manager. That's the kind of company he's in 100%. Right there, right? I mean, what an amazing job.
100%. And to see the growth of Dave Roberts as a manager, I don't think in his first couple of years he could have pulled off on this stage to slow the game down enough to go talk to Blake Trinan and say, how do you feel, big boy, and make an in-game decision. That is anti-sabermetrics in analytics. That is the human element.
True.
Derek, you've been saying it all along. These guys, Dave Roberts, know their players better than we do, and tonight was a great example of that.
Absolutely. And look, I was Dave Roberts' teammate a while ago, and it seems like his personality of connecting with players and people is always there, you know. And I walk around, ask so many players, especially my boy Mookie, what does it mean to you? He said one day to me, Papi, look, Dave Roberts is like playing for a brother who take care of you, who worry about you, who ride or die with you no matter what. And for you folks at home, when you have a manager like that, you want to let the skin out there for him. You wanna, even if you don't feel 100%, you always want to go out there and show up for him because of the levels of confidence that he brings to you.
Yeah, I also think that because of the trust that Dave has developed and earned from his players, they allowed him to make that decision by leaving Blake Trinan in. I believe, I'm just guessing here, early on in Dave Roberts' career, I think there were a lot of moves and a lot of situations that were predetermined. But I think now, as he's been in that clubhouse, he's been in that dugout, he's gotten to know the front office, he's gotten to know ownership, I think they trust him to make decisions like that. Do I feel as though 3-4 years ago they would have allowed him to walk to the mound, ask Trinan how he felt, and turn around and leave him in there? No. I don't think that's the case. But he earned it. You see where he's moving up in the leaderboard. And I think how this Dodgers team is built, he's going to have an opportunity to move way, way up that board.
Yeah, and Kevin, don't forget this. What a dream story for Dave Roberts. Graduated from UCLA, goes to Boston, wins a championship, and brings 2 titles back to his hometown. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty amazing, right? I mean, and to your point, just the experience, right? The experience of him being here, earning the trust of the teammates, the trust of the front office, and just so many good moves. And just think, you know, talent-wise, I mean, the Dodgers had enough starters on the injury list to front rotations for 2 or 3 teams, which is crazy that they were able to do the playoffs and win without all of those guys. And next year they'll have, you know, among others, Shohei Ohtani in the starting rotation too. So there is that. Not too bad.
Yeah, and to think he had to use 8 pitchers in a 9-inning game to piece together a win. And look, they could have thrown in the towel after being down 5-0. They didn't. Again, all of this is a testament to the leader, Dave Roberts. Buehler texting him and Andrew Freeman said, hey, I'm available for an inning or 2. Him texting Mookie Betts earlier when he was struggling. Those are the kind of things that a lot of the fans don't see, a lot of numbers don't justify. But as a human, and you said you'll go through a wall when you trust a guy like you trust Dave Roberts.
And I got to tell you, bringing Buehler in towards the end of the game, that's an old-school manager move because he had been there before. And what we talked about yesterday about the situation that the Yankees were facing, being against the wall, everybody had to be on the bullpen. We saw it for the team who have played better. And that's why they won. That's why they are in the situation where they at right now.
Well, think about it. Look, this is just my 2nd year, but after we were sitting having the same conversation last year with Bruce Bochy, right? The players manager, walking out there, trusting his players, leaving them out there, giving them an opportunity to succeed in different situations and different spots. Dave Roberts has done it as well. Look, I get it. The analytics are great. I'm sure the Los Angeles Dodgers uses analytics as much as any team in baseball. But when it comes down to times like this in October, you have to trust your players, and then you have to go with your eyes.
Freddie Freeman, the MVP of this World Series, and we know Freddie's a great player. He's won an MVP in the regular season before. He won a World Series with the Atlanta Braves. That was some high-level hitting, Big Papi. I mean, you felt like, well, he almost did, but you felt like every time he was at the plate, he was going to hit one out.
Kevin, look, when batters get on that zone like he was, it's like he say, everything comes to you in a slow motion. I mean, we were in the green room. Every time he stepped at the plate, we asked to each other, are they going to pitch him again? That's how hot the guy was. And let me tell you.
And the answer was yes.
Yeah, I mean, they end up pitching him.
Exactly.
They end up pitching him. But think about this. You're talking about the batters with the most incredible back control out of everybody. And
here comes
that's why the show is there.
We're going to make room for Shohei
Here comes the
Ohtani.
greatest show on earth.
Here comes Superman.
And he's got a lot of people following him. Hopefully the champagne feels good. Shohei is going to come over. His translator, Will Ireton, is here. Shohei, congratulations, my friend. Hey, Will. Good to see you. And we'll get Shohei and Will to settle down and join us.
Congrats.
Amazing. Amazing. Shohei might be a little cold with that. Well, the champagne on the T-shirt right now, but I bet it feels good. So we'll get Shohei settled in here with Will, and congratulations to you both. First of all, Shohei, when we talked last week, you told me you came here specifically to win a World Series. Well, now that you have, how does it feel?
ワールドシリーズ勝つために来たとおっしゃってましたけども、実際勝ってみてどうですか？
本当に、長いシーズンでしたけど、最後こういう形で、一番最後のシーズンまで、プレーできて、その中で勝てて光栄だなと思います。
It was a very long season, but to be able to be standing here as the last team standing has been an extreme honor.
How special is this championship with this group of guys? You're very new to this team. You were in Anaheim for a long time. How does this group compare and winning the title? Does it make it all worth it for you?
アナハイムにずっといて、ドジャース1年目として優勝できて、この仲間たちと優勝できたっていうのは大谷さんの中ではすごくどういう気持ちですかと。
本当にチームメイト、スタッフもそうですけど誇りに思ってますし、本当に1年間一緒にやらせてもらって本当に支えてもらったというか、本当に僕自身がそういうふうに支えてもらったっていう、ところが大きいので、すごい感謝してますね。
I really felt like this year that I was really supported by all the players and all the staff on this, the team that I've joined. So I'm really honored and, very extremely privileged to be able to be part of this organization.
Shohei, congratulations on winning the World Series. I had a question. Last year you won the WBC for your country. Now you win the World Series for this town, LA. Are the emotion and the excitement similar, or there's any difference between the two of them?
日本のために WBC 勝ってて、今回はドジャースとして勝つたっていうのはすごく LA のために勝つたみたいなことになりましたけども、何かすごくちょっと気持ちは違いますかねと。
そうですね。WBC は本当に一気に集まって、国を代表してっていう感じですけど、本当に長いシーズンを一緒にファンの人たちとこうやって戦い抜いていて、今日もドジャースのファン敵地でしたけどいっぱい来てもらって、そこで勝つっていうことはまた違う喜びがあったなとは思います。
It's a really different kind of happiness that I feel with the WBC. It's a group of guys that just kind of got grouped into all of a sudden. And with this, with the Dodgers, we played it the entire season, got to know a lot of people. And today, even at an away stadium, there were so many Dodger fans. So it's a whole different kind of meaning to be able to win a championship with the Dodgers.
Well, I hope your shoulder's feeling good now that you won. But how much of a responsibility did you feel to make sure that even though you were injured, you were still out there on the field and playing in this World Series?
怪我されてましたけども、そのプレーし続けるっていうのはなんか責任感とか感じましたかねと。
怪我した直後はもう無理、シリーズ無理かなと思ったんですけど、本当にその後の処置も含めて必要だって言ってくれたのがまず一番僕にとっては嬉しかったですし、やっぱりここで最後までプレーしたいなっていう気持ちにさせてくれたのが一番僕としては大きかったなと思います。
When I initially hurt my shoulder, I thought my season was over. But a lot of the teammates were telling me, hey, we really need you. So that really was a huge support for me to be able to get through this postseason.
Shohei, it's been so cool for us to watch all of your support in Japan, and we've had cameras over there and watching the fans react to you. And I'm curious how you think everyone feels in your home right now. This is a video of people watching in your hometown and excited when the Dodgers won. What does that mean to you to be able to bring joy to people back in Japan?
日本の皆様に持ってきたっていうのは、大谷さんにとってはどう思いますかと。
本当にシーズン中から日本から応援来たよっていうファンの人たち本当に多くて、ドジャースタジアムの敵地でも本当にそう言ってくれるのが本当に僕にとってはすごく大きくて、 頑張りたいなという気持ちにさせてくれて、本当に感謝してますし、1年間戦う活力になりました。
I met so many fans at home and on the road, telling me that they came all the way from Japan, and that was a huge motivation for me to be able to get through this long season.
So Shohei, I'm going to be in Japan in a couple weeks. So if you don't mind recommending a few places for some sake, some sushi, yeah, some maybe roppongi. So maybe you can send over a list of some good things.
ちょっといいところとか美味しいものとかいいお店とか教えてくださいと東京での。Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Arigato.
And did the fans in your hometown always watch you wearing suits and ties?
地元のファンはあえてスーツを着ていつも試合見てるんですか？
多分今の感じは高校じゃないかなとは思うんですけど、制服みんな同じ服を着て毎日学校に日本は行くんですけど、多分高校じゃないかなとは思ってます。はい。
I do think they're probably high schoolers wearing same uniform, probably watching from the school.
So, Daddy, they look clean.
Shohei, before we let you go, first of all, congratulations again. I would say it seems like you're getting used to this champagne celebration thing. I feel like you really are enjoying the champagne part of this, the whole winning thing, huh? Is that fair?
もうシャンパンファイトはすごく慣れてきて、すごく楽しんでるような感じがすると、そうですかね。
そうですね。まだ葉巻は吸ってないので、はい。今後またこうやってできるように。もっともっと何回やってもいいと思うのでまた頑張りたいなと思います。
Definitely, I am looking forward to doing it more, but I haven't tried a cigar yet.
It's coming! It's coming! It's coming! It's coming!
Tonight.
Popping bottle. Hey, listen. Tell him because he will represent all the DH worldwide, real world this year. He's my dog, so he's getting. What my dog thinking? He understand what I say. My dog.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Shohei Ohtani, world champion with the Dodgers. Thank you so much to Will. Congrats, Shohei. Thank you for translating for us.
Hey, Will, you deserve one,
and Will
too,
gets
buddy.
one, too. There
you got
we
a
go.
tough year.
What a pleasure to get to speak with Shohei off of the World Championship here and getting to hear his thoughts. What an unbelievable year. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate that. And two My Dog. How many My Dog shirts do you have left?
I ran out of it, man.
Oh, they're done? Okay.
We're running out.
Well, there
That's
you
it.
go.
We retired the My
Daisy,
Dog
any more
shirts.
shirts?
He
retired
really,
them. They're done.
Shohei has, first of all, incredible. He'll never tell you, but we all know he was hurt and playing through it. And look at everyone following him around.
He looks like Hulk Hogan going to the
poor guy.
Ric Flair.
It's unbelievable.
Entourage.
But I'll tell you what, you think about, this is a guy who, young age, right from high school, go to play professional ball, right? That's all he wanted to do, play baseball, and he did it at such an incredible level and played professionally in Japan and won a Japan series and did it all with, hitting and pitching, and then won the World Baseball Classic when the world really got to see him. Obviously, he had come to the States by then, and now he's won a World Series. He's checked every box. I mean, it's amazing what he's been able. He's done things that no one else has ever done, and maybe no one else will ever do in the sport.
Yeah, Kevin, you're exactly right. Every obstacle, every challenge, every test, he gets a passing grade, and he not only does it, but he does it with flying colors. I mean, if you think about the distractions, started in Korea, then he was hurt, not being able to pitch, coming from Anaheim to LA. From a big market to one of the biggest on the planet. It's just been beautiful to watch, and he does it with so much class and humility and dignity. I'll tell you what, people in LA are proud. What this young man means to that entire country of Japan is something to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's done it all, right? He's done it all. There's questions coming in saying, how is he going to play this year because he's strictly DHing? How valuable is he going to be to the Los Angeles Dodgers? Well, he's going to be the first designated hitter to win an MVP award. So I think when you start talking about challenges, I think the challenge that Ohtani's going to have is doing it again. Because that's what people are going to expect now is you got to come out here, you have to do it again. He's fun to watch. We talked about good players, great players, and players you just can't take your eyes off of. Ohtani's one of those players you just can't take your eyes off of. Whether he's in the batter's box, on the mound, on the bases, doesn't make a difference. He's fun to watch. He's great for the sport of baseball. He's not just a star here in this country. He's an international star. And Dodgers have him signed for another 35 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why not? Why not? And he's about as humble as it gets, too. Shohei Ohtani, world champion, right? He's done it all. He and the Dodgers, world champs in 2024. Yeah, it was a night for sure. Down 5-zip, the comeback for the ages, and another championship, the 8th for the Dodgers organization. And this one will last forever. Party time in Los Angeles. Be safe, everyone.
Oh my God.
But enjoy the evening. Your Dodgers world champs are the biggest favorite, followed by the Braves, Yankees, Orioles, and the Phillies. There you go.
What is my Red Sox, Kevin?
They are not on that board. They are not on that board. There you go. Do we like the Dodgers? Dodgers won the World Series. I guess we like the Dodgers. We feel pretty good about the Dodgers, Al? We feel good there?
Probably even more, because next year they'll have more health, and Ohtani will be pitching, and they're a powerhouse, and the resources just keep on coming.
Yeah, I would think so. You feel they should be the favorites, right, Poppy?
No question. I mean, those guys, I think they're gonna be better next year.
Better?
To be honest with you. Yeah, they're gonna have Ohtani in the mound.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, that made them better.
Well, today they should be the favorite.
I mean, I hope if you win the World Series, you're the favorite.
Yeah, you should be. I mean, there's so much going to happen in the offseason. That's what makes baseball fun. So we'll see in spring training.
You know, I see the Yankees there as number 3, but the thing is, you know, they got to make sure what happens with Soto. A lot of unanswered questions. The right side of the infield with Rizzo and Gleyber Torres. The pitching outside of Garrett Cole was not good. And Rodon was a bit of a disappointment. So there's a lot of question marks. I'm sure they're going to go out and address them, but, you know, it'll be a very interesting. The saddest part about the way the Yankees lost is they gave this game away. I mean, 5-0 with your best pitcher in the world on the mound, and you give that away is brutal.
When we come back, we'll talk about the Red Sox 2025 spring training rotation.
Can't wait! Can't wait, Kevin!
Down the right field line, good to see you, and it's been great to see you for this entire postseason. We so appreciate you watching. It's been great hanging with you guys again for this last month. It's a little sad that it's ending for us. You know, we're together every day just about. And maybe some people around here are sick of us right now, but I know we've got this unbelievable staff that makes us all look good. Happy birthday, Karen, by the way. It's Halloween, so there you go for that.
Birthday, Karen. Happy birthday, Karen.
Anthony Masterson, our researcher. Daisy Reynoso keeps everything together. I mean, I can't name everybody. There's 7 million people who make us look great. But let's do this. Let's try and make you laugh, make you cry. It's the best of our postseason on Fox. Enjoy.
We are back. Saludos, compañeros de Fox Deportes.
Are you guys okay?
He's going Instagram Live, so I'm just trying to make sure that I'm connected. And I'm subscribing to his YouTube channel.
You know this is television live.
I have a serious question, man. Would you prefer to play for me or to play for this 2 little birds right next to me right here?
Hey, Poppy, come on, man. You put him in a tough spot there now, man. We got 3 legends. We got 3 Hall of Famers.
Oh, enjoy the victory cigar. That's right. Do we have a
victory cigar?
Yeah.
How was the day off for you yesterday between 5 and 6?
Yeah, it was good. I was in Miami. I took my girls to the Taylor Swift concert. So I got I did. I got a chance to hang out with a bunch of teenagers and toddlers, very similar to what I do here at Fox.
So A-Rod, I'm pounding him in. Left on left, I'm probably just pitch away, play away to Big Poppy, and then maybe shoot one up and in if I have to.
Now we're talking.
It's time to get out of here. It's time to get out of here.
The New York Post headline, West Toast.
I didn't like to read anything, especially during the postseason. But what would you do is you'd walk through the clubhouse and you'd peek out of the corner of your eye. And you're just saying, please, please, please don't let me be on the back cover, man.
Back cover? I was looking at page 6, so.
Hey, I need to get a dog shirt. Where's my dog shirt?
My dog. This is for him.
Thank you. My dog, let's go.
My dog. You my dog, buddy. My dog. Oh, yeah. Only real dog word this. Do not call those for tickets.
One more time.
Do not do it. I just got a text. Do not do it. You're not listening. Leave me alone. I was wondering, if I trade you one of these, will you give me like 50 tickets?
I don't have 50 tickets to give you to this baseball game.
They need him tonight more than ever.
He's... Oh, we're going to get to him later. I guess. All right, that's what I was just told. We'll come back more on Walker Buehler later in the show.
Nice tease.
I mean, look at the traffic. Oh, my God. We had a screw, man. We have a cigar. There's a jackknife over there.
It's almost like Where's Waldo? There's a jackknife and a singular. If you can find that on the map, I think we're in good shape.
This is the second game we won without Freddie, so maybe Freddie need to not play anymore.
Virgin. They ain't like us. They're not like us.
Well, first of all, I just want to. What's with the Al took his jacket off. He's got one glove on. He's a little confused. I understand it's a great looking suit. You want everyone to see, but it's cold, man.
It's a combination of Keith Hernandez, my favorite. He never wore batting gloves, but I had to go with one hand today.
We got a roll call. You're in Boston anymore. Oh, man. Unbelievable.
That was awesome. Hey, Kevin, you know what?
Yeah.
I always take care of everybody, and I always forget to take care of my boys. You my dog, man.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah. Come on, guys.
Finally. Finally, we're all Poppy's dogs.
We've been waiting for this for years. Years.
Stop hating.
We love it. Thank you, Poppy.
It slipped off the table.
Is that going with your Red Sox Jeter jersey?
I can use it. My kids will use it to wash the car.
I know you like to be half naked. I know you like to be half naked all the time, so put it on.
I will wear it. I will wear it.
Right in page 6.
Yes.
Listen, it's been a heck of a run. Again, our producer, Jonathan Kaplan, beast. Bardia Shireas, amazing. Love you guys. Derek Jeter, David Ortiz, Alex Rodriguez. We'll do it again next year, huh? Does that sound
That's
good?
right.
See you next year.
Thank you for watching. I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Appreciate y'all. Dodgers won the World Series. And who knows who's going to win next year, but I think we'll be back and we'll do it again. My dog. See y'all later.
I see you when I see you.